Good morning, sweet angels. This is 8th grade math. We've got a couple of things that we're going to go over today. The first thing I want to go over with you is your homework from Tuesday night. So let's look at number 1. 12 squared, of course, is the same thing of 12 times 12, which equals 144. So if we take the square root of 144, that means whatever number is squared by itself that equals 144, we know that's 12. Number 2, what is the value of 3 cubed? And of course, 3 cubed is 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Times 3 is 27. Also, don't forget in your calculator, you can do 3 caret 3. It would also give you 27. And if we took the cube root of 27, then we're looking for a number that when it's multiplied by itself 3 times, it equals 27. So, of course, the cube root of 27 equals 3. All right, number 3, 4 cubed, of course, is 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. And if we took the cube root of 64, we know that would be 4. Number 4, 13 squared. 13 times 13, which of course equals 169. And if we took the square root of 169, it would give us 13. Now you'll notice the square root does not have a 2 right here. It's understood. But if it were a cube root of, say, 64, it does have the 3 there to indicate a cube root. Number 5, in a house there are 3 different size tiles that a homeowner can use. One square tile is 16 inches squared. Another one is 49 inches squared. And another one is 121 inches squared. What is the difference in the lengths of the smallest tile and the largest tile? So I've got to figure out this length. We know that length times width gives me the area of a tile, which is that. And tiles are square, so they're all the same length. So we know this side is going to be 4 by 4. This one, what multiplied by itself, is 49. So of course we're taking the square root of 49, which is going to give me 7 and 7. Of course, last but not least, I need the square root of 121, which is 11. So the difference in lengths, we're going to take the biggest one, which is 11, smallest one. So 11 minus 4 equals 7. So 7 inches is the difference. Okay, now that we have checked homework, let's do a couple of guided notes with the power to power rule that we learned yesterday. So if we wrote x squared, x to the 6th power squared, we know that's x to the 6th power times x to the 6th power times, whoops, just twice. And we know here, if we write it out long way, we know we add the exponent. So we know it's x to the 12th power. But hopefully yesterday you got the gist that there is a shortcut. When it's raising a power to a power, you multiply exponents. If you still need to write it out long way, that's perfectly fine as well. Okay, write these notes down so that I can check them. If you need to hit pause and then resume, do that. All right, let's write another example. All right, 2 cubed, x squared, y to the 5th raised to the 3rd power. That means everything in here is going to be 3 times. So we'd have this. And of course, if you write it out long way, then you add your exponents. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 2 to the 9th power. My base of x, I'm going to add 2, 2, and 2, x to the 6th power. And y, 5 plus 5 is 10, so y to the, oops, I forgot another one, y to the 15th power. Of course, our shortcut would be multiply 3 times 3, 2 to the 9th power. Multiply 3 times 2, x to the 6th power. Multiply 3 times 5, y to the 15th power. And if we had to do it in expanded form, of course, it would look something like this. Write this down. It would be 2 times 2 times 2, x, and 5 y's. And we write that down again and again, and it would take a really long time. So it's much easier to know the rule that you multiply your exponents when it's a power raised to a power. The only thing that's a little bit tricky with this is if you've got something that has a little invisible 1 for your exponent. So what if we had 5x squared y to the 3rd raised to the 3rd power? Well, there's a little invisible 1 here. So you're going to multiply 3 times that little invisible 1. Of course, multiply 3 times 2 and 3 times 3. Be careful of those. Don't forget about that. Okay, go ahead and write down the following problems. On a piece of paper, you're going to check your answers and turn it in for ticket out the door. After that, you're going to continue the Connect 4 game. That's where you have partners of 3. One person has the answer key. 2 people are rolling the die, getting answers. The checker has to check it. And then you should have enough time for each person to be an answer person. So everybody has a turn to play the game. 3 games. Swap out who's checking the answers. And it shouldn't take that long. It should take you about 15 minutes for 3 games. 5 minutes a game. All right, so write this down and check your answers once you're done. Okay, write your answers down. Go ahead and pause this so that you can work them all out. And then indicate how you did on your sheet and let me know before you turn it in. This one would also equal 36. Depending on how they want you to have your answer, you may want a base and an exponent or a big number. 6 times 6 is 36. Oh, and this one should have been raised to the third power right there. How are you doing? How do you feel comfortable with that? All right, let me know. I hope you have a great day.